Hello, everyone. Totally T Mac, Tony McEwing here with news you can use. So, most of us have heard of the 5 second rule. You have one of your favorite foods, you're about to take a mouth-watering bite when suddenly it falls on the floor or the ground. Ah, hate that. But the 5 second rule says if you pick it up within 5 seconds, you can still eat it, no problem. Question is the 5 second rule fact or fiction? Is it actually backed by science or is it just wishful thinking? Well, stick around and I'll tell you everything you need to know about the 5 second rule from folks who would know. I'm talking real scientists here, people. Now, while many of us won't admit it, most of us, if not all of us, have dropped food onto the floor before and quickly picked it up and eaten it, including me. I mean, I don't make a habit of it, but it has happened. But is it a bad thing? Well, like the answer to so many other questions, it all depends. First of all, you should know experts say picking up food from the floor within 5 seconds and ingesting it does not mean it hasn't already been contaminated by bacteria. Quite to the contrary. Bacterial contamination begins instantly once the food touches the floor or ground. So, yeah, scooping it up even after 1 second doesn't really matter. And the longer it sits there, the more bacteria it accumulates. The better question is, even though drop food becomes instantaneously contaminated with bacteria, is it still safe to eat? Well, scientists actually conducted experiments on that very subject, and they say it all depends on the type of food and the type of surface onto which it falls. Wet foods, like watermelon, for instance, picked up more bacteria faster than drier foods like bread. That makes sense. Not only that, but carpeted surfaces, believe it or not, transferred fewer bacteria to food than did tile or stainless steel. But studies also confirm you can easily transfer bacteria in your kitchen, whether on fingers or simply by using the same cutting board for meat and other foods, even when you wash the cutting board between uses. Again, whether something is safe to eat, though, after dropping it, really does depend on the circumstances. If you're in a hospital and you drop something, experts say you definitely don't want to pick it up and eat it. Nor would you want to pick up salmonella poisoning from a kitchen floor, for instance, covered in chicken juice. But scientists say eating something like a cookie that has picked up a little floor bacteria, for instance, is not likely to harm someone with a healthy immune system 99% of the time. But the whole reason scientists decided to study this in the first place is because a lot of people not only believe the 5 second rule, but they really do want it to be true, even though it isn't. Some psychologists say, if nothing else, having something like a 5 second rule provides a socially acceptable excuse to do something that otherwise would be seen as totally unacceptable. So, what do you think? Have you ever popped something into your mouth after dropping it accidentally onto the floor? And did you actually believe the 5 second rule applied? Feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Also, like and share the channel and the videos with others. And as always, have an absolutely fantastic day. And I'll see you on the next Totally T Mac with more news you can use.